The last three decided by a total of 12 points. 2 of those 3 decided on the final play of the game.
And Drew's going to walk in. Touchdown, Iowa. 4th down and 13. Well short of the mark, and Iowa's going to win it in double overtime.
Hands to Green. He's hitting the backfield. Adam Decker. Stick Sean Green behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's the snap. Stanzi on a quick slant. Has touchdown. Touchdown, Iowa. Marvin McNutt on the catch on the final play of the game. The Hawkeyes defeat Michigan State.
And that kept Iowa undefeated for the season. That was the first win in this rivalry for the road team after 9 straight victories for the home team. Mark D'Antonio's has not won here at Kinnick Stadium since 1989. Iowa's won 6 in a row here against Michigan State. Kirk Ferentz knows that today a loss would not eliminate his team from Big Ten title hopes, but realistically they need a win today if they're going to have a shot at the title. Michigan State won the toss in deferred, so Kevin Muma kicks off, and we're underway. Darrell Johnson-Koulianos will not try to run it back from about 8 yards deep. Muma kicking off with the wind at his back line, calling a lot of the protections. They hand it off on an end around to Johnson-Koulianos. Blockers in front. Out of bounds near the 37 line. They'll give him the 30.
And he makes very good decisions. That Y stick is as safe as you can get.
He threw 15 interceptions last year. Coaches say with more experience, he's a better decision maker. Long film study hours. What a catch by Marvin McNutt over the shoulder at the 32-yard line for a 17-yard gain and another first down.
He will run through tackles. This is a very underrated player.
And they'll stick with Robinson. Nice move. Good spin as well. And a 7-yard gain. And that's an example 3. And again, a powerful run. He's still on his feet. Down to the 6-yard line. They list him at 205 pounds, and he even gulped a bit when we asked him how much he weighed last week. He said he was right around 200. Stanzi throws. And it is caught for a touchdown by Colin Sandeman. Mike Meyer for the extra point. He had one blocked last week, and that was the difference in their 1-point loss to Wisconsin. The big cheer. They rushed 4, and they still got the Stanzi, who avoided the rush. Now gets a block from Robin. Stanzi a long way, and then he got rattled along the sideline. And there'll be a late hit against Marcus Hyde. Meyer try a 37-yard field goal. Schultz the snapper, Donahue the holder. They had a problem with a high snap last week that cost them a short field goal try. No problems with the operation there, and Meyer makes it 10-0.
Now remember that there's the ground. Remember the old rule, they say ground can cause a fumble. Well, the ground can cause a fumble if you're not hit. If you fall by yourself and the ball pops after the ground hits it, then it is a fumble. This, however, is when the ball comes down and it's almost simultaneous. That's why I think it's a loose ball.
It's a little tough to tell too. The ball was starting to wobble around on his way to the ground. Play action pass by Cousins. Throws right to a Hawkeye. Tyler Sash lateraled the ball off to Micah Hyde. He might go. Inside the 5, lunging, touchdown!
He goes and gets himself a block afterwards, but the awareness to know that he's going to have to take care of Cunningham, and Hyde does all the rest.
Sash took it about 6 yards, Hyde 66, 72 yards the total. Interception return. And Sash is more than a little bit fired up. It was a magical first quarter for the Iowa Hawkeyes. field at Kinnick Stadium. Back to Baker again. He stumbled and is dropped for a loss by Mike Daniels. Another tackle for a loss. The junior from Blackwood, New Jersey. Defenses. 3rd and 7. Cousins, another bad throw. This one has a chance to go back all the way. Sean Prater with only Cousins to beat, shoved out of bounds.
He made the right one.
Stanzi has a man behind the defense. Caught. Another touchdown. Adam Robinson. 32 yards. The entire play clock run out. 3rd and 1. Stanzi has a man breaking open, and it's underthrown, and it's still caught by Brad Herman, the tight end. They have an angle to catch him, and they do inside the 5. Greg Jones ran him down. Robinson back in there, down by the goal line, and he spins into the end zone, refusing to go down. Touchdown, Iowa.
Oh, and did I mention he had good balance? This guy is hard to knock off his feet. They whack him. He just keeps it moving. Just great fight, great effort, 6 points.
Oregon at USC tonight.
I'm anxious to watch Barkley against that Oregon State secondary.
Oregon secondary.
Oregon, I'm sorry.
Martell swarmed under immediately. Well, the special teams have not been good this year for Iowa. They've been terrific today. 38-yard punt, no return. Special teams are the biggest factors in those losses. 3rd down and 7. Kyle hoping for a 3 and out to start the second half. Cousins lofts it up again. Intercepted by Brett Greenwood. He has blockers. There's a flag down on the return. And another down, and Greenwood's down at the 15-yard line. Tackled by John Stepek. 31-yard return. Robinson again. Look at them push the pile all the way, perhaps to a 1st down. It looks like he has it inside the 22-yard line. And do everything right. And Ferentz and D'Antonio. Marvin McNutt doing everything right. Touchdown, Iowa. 22 yards on the pass from Ricky Stanzi.
Of protection, and he eyeballs McNutt the whole time. All kinds of time, waits for him to get open, and McNutt does the rest.
Out of the national championship picture, there is an awful lot to play for with an eye toward a Big Ten title and a BCS bowl bid. On the delay, Coker, the freshman, he won't go down. 1st down to the 45-yard line of Michigan State.
He ran right through a tackle and then over a 39 the same way, believe in the same things. So I would say they have a big sack too.
All right, you want to call a timeout? We're going to bury your quarterback. It's Steve Bigack, who delivered a big act to Kinnick Stadium, where Cousins cheered for Iowa growing up. Not a happy one for Kirk. A terrific season, but this was not his best day. And many of the fans now coming down onto the field.
Well, the boys on game day called this one. They said, be careful. They thought that Iowa would be the team to come out victorious, and they were right.
So Michigan State still with one more win in conference play than the other one-loss teams. They don't play Ohio State. Michigan State has already defeated Wisconsin. And Wisconsin has defeated Iowa and Ohio State. Let's go down into that